Another week, another episode. This time is going to be a more organizing my stuff type of video, like doing a lot of little essential stuff for us to progress, so probably we are not going to get a lot of views, but I hope you enjoy. By now my daily routine was waking up, turn on my computer, clean up the minions, go to the garden island that we unlocked on the last episode, technically being this like an extension to our private island, and kill the pests that spawned overnight. Wait, did he just drop an extremely rare item on my first kill? Well, this was a reforged stone, so another one for our collection, and yes, we are trying to collect all of the reforged stones. One thing that I did not tell you in the previous episode is that there are 10 different types of pests, actually 11, but that's for the future. Each one dropping a specific crop like you can see on the image, and they can also drop a rare item. We just got the rare item from the flies, so we should cross it, but the drop chance was less than 2%, so we are very lucky. Each pest can also drop a specific music disc that will be used to attract that specific pest. That was such a lucky start. Going back to our island, I was thinking what problems that we had, and the main thing that came to my mind was storage. Minions were always getting full. My inventory was also getting messy all the time, especially when I was farming like you saw on the last episode. So let's start by minions. In the past we crafted compactors to automatically compress items to their block form for the minions. But these had two main issues. First, it only transformed 9 items into 1, so it's not a huge compress, and then the worst is that it was not compatible with the majority of the minions. Sure, it does work for the ones like the redstone, lapis and the other ores, but it did not work for the cobblestone or wood because those items are already in a block form itself. But lucky for us, in the cobblestone collection there is a super compactor 3000, what a cool name, and this item would automatically compress the items to their enchanted form. So we could compress every 160 items to a single one on their enchanted form, and the best part is that it is compatible with all of the minions. I will also talk in the end of the video about the cobblestone collection a little better because we finished it. In the past few days I have been saving resources for us to be able to craft our first super compactor. For now we can only craft one because it's a little expensive, but this one is the most important minion upgrade, and it's going for the cobblestone minion first. This way I get more cobble to craft more super compactors for the other minions faster. Going back to the garden again, we have a bunch of compost ready to buy another plot. And once again, after buying it, we need to clean it to be able to use it. For this plot I planted melons because we had a lot of visitors that were asking for them. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, because we killed some pests, we unlocked the melon and the cactus collections, yep, so more 2 of them. And one interesting thing is that to farm melons and pumpkins we need an axe instead of a hoe. And in this shop I had enough copper, the currency used in this farm, to buy the basic axe, and instantly upgrade it to the advanced version that got some better stats. I also decided to upgrade this tool that we had gifted on the previous episode, and basically it will allow us to clean new terrains a little faster. And no, I did not forget that in a past episode I promised you that I would open the cherry boxes that I have been collecting. If you didn't know, last week there was a rare event where I would get these loot boxes, and today is the time to open them all. We can get coins, XP, and then 6 special items. First, we can get a jerry candy that is like a potion, we eat it and get some stat upgrades for some minutes. Then a talisman. This is the only way of getting it, and the more of these the better, because this talisman have a bunch of upgrades. And to upgrade it to the max level we just need 125 talismans, so it's going to take a while. Then we have my favorite, a freaking machine gun, so a weapon. We can get also a reforged stone, I would like to get this for the collection at least. Then 3D jerry glasses, this sounds cool but it's just an item to upgrade a pet. And then a rare gun that is just a cosmetic. So we can get XP, coins and just 6 rare items. At the end I managed to get 3 million coins, which is a lot for an Ironman profile that just started. And you saw me opening the boxes, but out of 6 rare items I got 4 of them, starting with talismans that I could even upgrade for the next rarity. Of course I will upgrade the spreadsheet. And this talisman reduces your intelligence, but if I am already dumb it does nothing, haha, such a good joke. And yes, if you put 2 talismans of the same type in the accessory bag, only one and the higher rarity will work. Also Skyblock level 20, let's go baby. I also got 4 jerry candies, being this the worst drop. We also got the cosmetic gun that we despise for no special reason. cosmetics plate we need to use. And we got the super awesome machine gun. And yes, that just shoots villager heads. Funny enough, this is our best weapon, so the one that deals the most amount of damage, but the problem is that it consumes so much stamina that is not a viable thing to use. I will store for now all of the runes and the items into our rare event chests. And with that done, it was time to explore more of the map. And no, this time we are not going to explore the hub, but another island that we should have explored sooner, to be honest. If we go to the region of the farm in the hub, there is a launchpad that will allow us to unlock a new island, that being the barn. This island was not that big, but we could get some farming resources like carrots, potatoes, wheat, melons and pumpkins, but we don't need that right now because of the garden. But one thing that existed was farm animals, like chickens that allowed us to unlock the feather and raw chicken collections. There was also cows that allowed us to unlock the leather collection, and pigs unlocking also the raw pork chop collection. As always, when we unlock new collections, the objective is to craft the minions to allow us to farm those resources passively and unlock new stuff that could be useful in the meantime. In this island there was also 2 villagers. One was on the bar that gave me a bunch of info and a broken quest. He wanted me to collect for the first time some farming resources that I already collected, like potatoes. So the objective appeared 4 out of 4 done, but it did not count as completed. I unfroze the objective by breaking a single crop, and then the same thing happened to animal resources, but I could do obviously the same thing to unfreeze the objective, so it's done. The other villager that existed on this island was in this windmill hidden in the left side of the island. He told me that he needed help to fix the windmill and I needed to give him a stack of string. My only way of getting string by now was buying from this merchant in the bazaar area, so I bought a stack and went back to that villager. He just stole all of my string as soon as I showed him and asked for another thing. This time he wanted a stack of cobblestone. Luckily for us, I have a great cobblestone minion working for me all the time at home, so I picked a stack and went back to him once again. This time when I gave him the materials to fix the windmill, it just disappeared. Just kidding, he went to the lower level of the windmill and now he is a shop. This shop was exactly the same as the one that the farming merchant that we found in the last episode, so it had nothing new for us. But you wanna know what's crazy? We just officially completed this entire island. We met everyone, we made all the possible quests, and what's missing now is getting some more resources to craft the new minions. But before crafting and placing the minions, I had to make a small setup. First, increasing the floor space. Then, why not, I crafted the chicken minion, the pig minion, and the cow minion. Placed a bunch of fences for the animals not to run away. And of course, after all of that, I also placed some storage to save the resources, some torches for some annoying mobs not to spawn, and finally, after all the setup is done, we could place the minions. And let's also not forget to upgrade the minions as the max amount as we can, like placing more storage to them. And well, it's done, we can finally farm passively animals. And in between episodes, I will be upgrading the minions as soon as I can. And now we don't have much more to do in our private island, so let's go back to the garden, pick some more compost and buy a new terrain. Because we had upgraded our cleaning tool, the cleaning process was done a lot faster. In this chunk of land, we'll be planting cactus, but this would turn out to be a big problem that I will probably mention on the next episode. In between episodes, I will also try to complete as much requests from the visitors as possible, but for the first time I will be farming some melons. We really need to fix this inventory space problem because every 30 seconds I need to compress the items and that takes so much effort and lifetime. So that is our next goal. Remember the Super Compactor 3000? Well, we can upgrade it even further to the Super Compactor 4000, and this time, instead of being a minion upgrade, it would be an upgrade to ourselves. So I equipped my fighting armor and added to the mines to get a bunch of redstone. And when I say a bunch of redstone, we need around 70,000, and the redstone minion was fast but not fast enough. Because I had some free time this week, I placed my headphones with some music at 3 AM and farmed for some hours. And when I remembered, I would go to the garden to kill some pests, and I discovered that in this NPC there was a shop with pest-related items. I did not know what the majority of the items did, but one of them called my attention, being this the trap. To buy an item from this shop, there was a currency called pests, so if we kill one pest, we get one pest to spend here. As expected, I bought a trap, and to use it, we need to place some bait that we can get by killing pests and waited for some to spawn. The more pests we farm, the more items we get, so it's a great thing to have around. And cheese would attract rats and mites like expected. And to kill them we need to release them like this, but yeah, more items without a lot of effort. In the meantime, I was also organizing the items that we needed, but yeah, there is still missing a lot of redstone. The strat now was farming redstone until the inventory was full and then compress the items and repeat again and again. Apparently, when you reach the milestone of mining 2500 ores, a rock will become your friend just like a Pokemon. And this was officially our second pet. Yes, a rock that does absolutely nothing and just increases the defense stats. Yep, a rock. It doesn't move, it just sits there. It's a rock. Well, back to mining redstone. In the meantime, our new minions were unlocking new recipes and new collection items. One of those being the Feather Talisman that decreases the amount of damage that we take from falling, and yes, we need to upgrade our spreadsheet. Funny enough, we can also craft now a backpack that will increase a little our personal storage in the menu, being this a way to organize ourselves better. And after a few days of farming resources, we could finally craft the personal compactor. First, we need to craft the normal compactor, then upgrade it to the Minion compactor, the 3000, and then we craft the great 4000 personal compactor like shown, and this is the best upgrade that we made until now. For some reason this counts as a talisman, and for now it's the worst version of it, so we can upgrade it a lot in the future. And how does it work? First we select the recipe we want to automate. In this case I want him to craft enchanted potatoes. And as you can see in the player's bar, when I farm potatoes it will automatically craft the compressed version of them, saving me a lot of storage and time. Now we can farm as efficiently as possible without any pauses. And this will allow us to do requests faster and participate better in the Jacob's event because we can farm a much higher amount. In the meantime I was killing pests, and one of them dropped a music disc, which is a rare drop. And now we can cross another item from this list. The bad thing about this auto compressor is that we can only compress for now one item at each time. For example, when farming wheat, we get wheat and seeds, making our inventory full. But for this, I have a strat. In Hypixel there is a system for you not to lose items. Imagine that my inventory is full and I claim an item from a quest. So that item will go to the floor and I can lose it? The answer is no, because it will go to a virtual storage that I don't think it has a limit. Once in a while we will get this notification in chat that if we press it, we can retrieve the items that went there. So there is zero loss even when our inventory is full. So we can just casually farm without having a care in the world, because we will not lose any items, they will just go to a virtual storage. And at the end we can access the storage by pressing the notification in chat, and by doing this we can retrieve the items and they will be immediately compressed. And then I just need to replace the recipe to compress enchanted seeds and making exactly the same process, saving us a lot of time. Because we get placed a cow minion, I finally could craft sacks. And what is this? It's the last upgrade to our storage. In this case I was crafting the agronomy sack that can also save a lot of storage. Basically, when I pick any of these resources, instead of going to my inventory, they will go to this place that can save until 2000 of each item, so this is great. And to retrieve items from it, I just need to open it and click on the item and they will go to my inventory, but they are being auto-compressed now. By participating in Jacob's event now, I could easily get bronze and silver medals in some crops and allowing us to buy more items from this shop. One of those items was the Anitas talisman that give us farming fortune, so another talisman in this episode. Yeah, I would say that my luck killing pests is very high because we already got 2 rare drops and we got 2 more now. First, a new reforged stone to our collection, the Clipped Wings, and the bookworm's favorite book that will be very useful for the future, so 2 more items crossed. And the last thing for this video is talking about the second collection that we fully completed, that being the cobblestone one. For this collection I had to farm 70k cobble and we already doubled that by now, being this collection divided by 10 different levels. In the first level we unlocked the cobblestone minion that is been doing all the work for us until now. The second level unlocked the stone platform that we still didn't use it until now. So yeah, I crafted one for my curiosity because we have X, and to use it we just need to throw... Oh, this is weird. Okay, well, this needs to go. The level 3 was the auto smelter, an upgrade to the minion that automatically smelted the items, and we used it in the gold and iron minions. Then the level 4 was just the enchanted cobblestone or the compressed version that will allow us to make other recipes. Then the level 5 was the compactor that will allow us to compress the items to their block form, for example the lapis minion as this upgrade. The level 6 had the recipe to a new pet that we will craft in a moment, we actually need more eggs to do it. So I went to kill some more chickens until we got enough eggs to make an enchanted egg. To make an enchanted egg we just need to fill everything with eggs, and to make the pet we just need to do this and boom, we have our third pet, a silverfish. This pet is decent because we can farm some mining XP and that's a good thing. The level 7 was the Haste Ring, an accessory that gave us permanent haste too and that allow us to farm blocks faster. Then the level 8 was the Hyper Furnace that we still did not craft, but it is supposed to smelt items instantly, so let's craft it like this and smelt some stuff. Oh wow, Whoa, this is insane. Why didn't I craft it sooner? It's so OP. Then we have level 9, the Haste Artifact, and the only item that we cannot craft yet because it's expensive, but it's like an upgrade to the Haste King that we saw before. And then the level 10, that is the Super Compactor 3000, that compresses the items to the Enchanter form on the Minions, and we place it on this episode 1 in the Cobblestone Minion. And I think that's officially everything that I had planned for today, so see you next week. I know this episode was kind of a mess, and see ya. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, it was a lot of work. I think this is the biggest in the series until now. Next week I'm planning doing nothing on the garden and finally finish like the deep caverns, explore like the last 3 levels. And if I have time, I will do other stuff, of course. So I think that's all, so see ya.